but now with the Empower, you can play the sustain mid-game fighting, because they really don't have much damage in the mid-game from Secret to kill a Void.
They're all in on this. It's typical in the sense that they're just looking to outplay their opponent. They have a ton of disable, ton of stuns, massive utility. Shove towers, you can rotate around the map, you can win your lanes, or if you lose them, you can look to start rotating around the map. The concern is going to be, and then PSG.LGD, it's just very solid, very standard. Nothing like we haven't seen before, but
Middle Tiny's a little bit different. We have seen it.
Maybe though.
Yeah. How does this matchup middle go? Because I was like, I guess they picked the Tiny to go against this Kunkka middle. I assume it's a reasonably good matchup.
It's a very even matchup.
Okay.
Tiny.
It's definitely Tiny favored now because you still have a mechanic that deals plus damage on denies, and they removed it from Kunkka.
I'm just saying it's maybe 60-40 at max, 55-45.
But Tiny threatens kills, whereas.
Well, this Void, maybe taking a little bit of damage, still wants to go for the rune, won't be able to get it. Zai spam clicking, it's at W. And once again, Secret did this last game as well. They smoke up and they place runes bottom and top. Neither of them were scouted out because they were smoked up.
Zagro tri-lane, block.
Yep, get it under the tower. See Niche, he's just hiding. FY is guarding his creep wave.
The Ogre 5 here.
Oh, arrow right into Nisha's face. That's going to be a skewer back. Light blue already left. The Ogre's here, possibly a kill, but at least we'll get these levels.
They made him miss all the last hits, except for one. That was a nice part of that. They were dealing damage while their own creeps were dying, so it was kind of like an efficient play where you deal the damage to Nisha, you're not missing anything, while he's also missing something. Double whammy.
Bloodlust and left. Once again, it is this YapzOr support invoker. Zai, not a Tiny this game, but an axe.
Another X with Cold Snap is the Battle Hunger. Constantly proccing those stuns.
Middle lane. I looked at it as 6-3 for mid one right now. Somnus at 5-1 has a lot of creeps away though. Trying to harass a little.
He's trying to toss him under tower. I like the threat of it.
Got to wary there. There's going to be a Battle Hunger coming up top. Exanova just going to eat a little bit of damage here. YapzOr obviously not the craziest. Dude, getting the Ring of Basti feels good on the Invoker because you need that damage. If you're not going X Sword, you're not doing any damage.
It's so nice for the Axe too because he gets a little bit of plus armor that it's just efficiency, right? You can
remember when Axe started with negative armor? Poor guy.
When was that?
Like the Dota been on about. He had negative. He started with -1 armor. Yeah. Top one there is gonna be initiation. This Ogre. It's just even as a 5 Ogre, you just have a stout shield. You've got 8 armor +3 when you're under the tower. Meanwhile, Rune Somnus in a lot of trouble. Mid one. Kill. The bottle from Tiny was out. New. Bottom lane though. Chal's taking a ton of damage as well. FY. Just gonna have to back it up. So, harass coming out from Secret. Let's start wearing on the regen from LGD.
I love the puppet. Fast wand, holding onto double mango, spamming spells. And obviously not. You're not gonna do super well bottom until you start winning.
Top lane. It's away all of Ogre's mana.
Oh, they buffed that. That's part of the reason that Invoker's probably seeing more position, right? Didn't they change it like a patch ago?
They buffed Cold Snap. I know that. I don't know about EMP. Yeah, it's Cold Snap that got buffed. Got damage on it. And Ame almost dies top. Barely got the time walk off, and he's going to take a lot of damage over time. He has a salve, but he can't use it for about 5 seconds.
A lot of CS because they're just pushing in the tower. They're like, we're going to push in the tower. And
he doesn't have a salve, or he doesn't have a time walk.
There's going to be the call. It's just going to be a kill. He's getting right-clicked, and yeah, Zai just punches him one in the noggin. This top lane, we've seen it. I mean, this is the lane that pretty much won. Bottom lane, they're going to try to go. It is going to be a TP back to the base by Puppy. It will be Nisha alone, but doesn't do a salve and 5 Tango.
Void kind of had to die there. He had no regen left. He bought an extra salve, and he wasn't going to get the courier anytime soon. So, oddly enough, you're not happy to die by any means, but kind of had to.
Like, now that you're back, you're like, all right, I got this stuff. We'll see what I can do. He does get the call up. Did we spin a lot? Ogre is taking a ton of damage. We get another spin. We'll get time locked, but still just spin after spin. The cold snap plus the battle hunger. X Nova goes down. Still no bad, but gets the right click. Oh, man. Still pick up a kill. That almost takes him level 4. Guess who just TP'd up here? It's FY. The hero quite yet. Whoop, whoop, making it out. Making it out. We'll just sleep over. Nice tornado. Starstorm hits twice. It is only level 1 though. Ame gets a double kill. That's a good turnaround. Yeah, you just died, and as BSJ said, it doesn't feel good, but I'm sure that feels good. Getting the double kill. You have all the regen in the world now. Bottom lane, Puppy, just complete hindrance to Chalice right now.
It'll be interesting to see what whether or not Secret prioritize or the Spectre. I feel like based on mid-1 start, he'll be the one going. That allows then Nisha to play more of like the Slayer Spectre that has a more what's the word, like yes, you know, when it's like not as exponential but like more linear item progression where you are strong enough to fight with each ultimate cooldown instead of having to just save for a relic, which is very punishing. Start to your game. Yeah, exactly. I'd love to see this Midas, because as we just queued up on the Spectre, Midas into like
Middle, there's an invis coming out from Somnus. FY rotated here as well. The warning build gets Boat Up. Does have a fairy fire, but it's smacked down by the Tiny.
FY zoning. He also has follow charges that you can get the Somnus here.
Top lane. Get out.
1,400 gold sitting on Void. I have to imagine he does buy the trip just because you have a bag. I don't think go for the Midas as we talked about. Just hasn't bought any components yet. Has not been able to get to the side shop because the lane's always pushing into his tower.
It is less than 1,000 gold lead. LGD with that double kill top, helping out quite a bit. Rune will be a haste. Puppy scoops it up bottom. We did see FY was like, I wish this top wasn't for him. Top lane. Looking, Zion might need to be a little bit careful here. Bloodlust's gonna go out. This is level 3 time lock, by the way. 20%, 35 bonus damage. Quite a bit. There's gonna try to run him down right now. So we're gonna get sent from X. Oh, wait, here comes the arrow. They want to try to get Yapstar as well, but there's gonna be the call giving him bonus armor. He will jump forward. If he gets one more bash, should be the kill, but a nice tornado save there. Back out 3 heroes top from the Dire. Chalice. He's not getting too much farm down bottom. I mean, you look at the CS. Mid one's having a great time. Mag and Void aren't having the best.
Yeah, it's a tough lane bottom for. It wasn't really the greatest in the first place. Like, it's better for the game. The over 5 instead of 3, but the laning of Mirana Mag is.
Don't have that guaranteed arrow into it.
Ogre's also got way more base stats to body a Spectre.
Click, yeah. Bloodluster, I mean, hey, we just see level 1 Bloodlust. Now Bloodlust yourself, and you just head out. You don't care if creeps are hitting you, if he's hitting you.
You talked about a lot of the harass damage they had top on Secret, and Ogre's job was pretty much to just be a me shield and soak as much of it. Yeah, and that's exactly what he did. And otherwise, I think the Void would have really struggled.
Yeah, that's a good point. It wasn't like it's just like Mag, right? You obviously provide a ton of utility and damage amp the late game, but laning phase you are a bit of a liability. If you were top with the Void, that would have been good.
Now we have slowed down, not quite as crazy as it was last game. You got a Spectre, so it's like, let's just buy time. Be a Torrent flying out, will it hit Chalice? It does. Moves down as well. There is going to be the tiebreaker. He does go up, but guess what? X immediately back down. Mid one will take that kill. FY's here as well. Has leaves, 2 charges of it. X is on cooldown for 10 seconds, just taunts his way out.
How can he direction while spinning?
You saw Michael Jackson moonwalk, right?
It's ruining my
saying you know you can moonwalk, so he just moonwalked continuously.
That's not a moonwalk.
But I'm saying what I'm saying is he was moonwalking in different angles continuously. Think about it. Wow. The geometric angular projectile trajectory. I don't know.
let's move on.
Okay.
BSJ losing it, Kyle losing it, and Somnus losing all his mana middle. The EMP
That
does
segue.
ruin this Tiny. Just farming, I mean, going for that Midas, as you said, should get it reasonably quick. Looks like about the 10-minute mark.
It's really nice because he hasn't had to buy boots either. Like, very efficient. Just wand, Wraith Band, a drop to... Very efficient Nisha. And when you get Midas this quick, it feels real nice. I don't believe Void is going for one. For that.
He does have the Morbid Madness. Oh, nope, he's got the Mask of Madness.
Oh,
Bottom lane, they are going to try to initiate in. It is going to be a nice arrow as long as the stun. There's going to be the first polarity. Will it be enough to kill Nisha? Still alive. No, goes down. They're going to vote mid one wants to at least get a follow-up kill. It will just be the 5 Ogre. So a nice gank there on Nisha, that Spectre, which will slow that Midas down quite a bit, actually.
Punishing that greed is huge for them. The one drawback of going for that early Midas is it leaves you susceptible to that early gank that you wouldn't have died to if you had Treads or Phase.
And I'm surprised, I've seen other Spectre go to 204. I think if he goes for the offensive, like I'm just seeing him passive, he actually lives
Stun cost is going to throw him full down. Zai's going to be there, get the call up. They want to get these rooms. There's going to be a Spectre ulti as well. They're going to go for Ame. He is just going to try to time walk away. Has the Chrono. Will he use it as you defensively? He will now. They want to turn around. Maybe not. Zai actually looking for a call. Gets tossed up into the Chrono. Stuck in midair. Zai still alive though. Gets the call up. Puppy's here. Has a nice pass. Hasn't committed it quite yet. X will bring him back. Arrow flies. Actually ends up hitting the Jakiro. X Nova looks to be the next one to fall. Now they're going for Puppy from the backside. All of them losing damage for him. Somnus into the air. Puppy, next one to fall. Ame is on a killing spree. Back. They move forward. They want the bow. There's the X. Pull the Tiny back. Hits them. Right clicks go. Well, they're looking for Zai, but Ame just has to make it out. Secret with a nice team fight there. A slow, steady team fight, but they have that damage.
Key, and this is something Secret have just done so well all year, is that as the 4 heroes of Secret pick some skirmish in one lane, who's farming alone, getting acceleration, going into Absol on the 4 position. Usually something greedy. I don't think it gets much greedier than an Invoker 4.
Not
Dire's structures
unless
are
it's just
fortified.
his Rubik bait.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They meme about it. It's just kind of like...
It just is what it is at this point.
It's like the cores of Secret, you know, they don't like it necessarily,
Dire's
but it's
top
just like, you know
tower
what,
is under
we've
attack.
won so much, why don't we...
Are scanning.
Will we get a bash hit on mid one? No, the first hit isn't there. Macro Fire goes down. Ice Path the same. There will be an X on X Nova. All the mana away, I'm sure he
Radiant's
played.
bottom tower is under attack.
And they just back it up on Secret. All 4 heroes. Nisha will just TP. Goes to middle. And all the tower, you see it. 100% tower health on Secret right now. Meanwhile, the tower almost going down on LGD. Tons of denies. Look at the
So much
denies, by the way.
information.
It is 8 denies
Radiant's
versus
bottom
34.
tower is
Kyle,
under
he's
attack.
getting his read on right now. There will be a toss in middle. It is going to be Nisha. Will they be able to bring him down? It does have that level 3 dispersion. Tornado goes out to the key there as well. Ice Path to lock into place. Somnus, no more mana. Does have a wand plus 2 bottle charges.
Radiant's top
But
tower is
both
under
doesn't actually hit. Didn't bring him back in time. Will it matter? It looks like it does. He's just going to wander on out.
Guy's beefy.
Certainly is. Once you get that, right, once you get that level 1 grow, you don't feel good at level 5. You get gone on like that. But once you get the armor, it's a lot better.
Hopped on something.
Radiant's top tower.
Bottom. Already. That's Vanguard Axe though, very tanky.
It is. There's going to be the shockwave. You bring 3 heroes down. He is, though, as you said, gets to call up the extra armor and Zai. He's juking, he's jiving. Will he be able to make it out? Somnus has a toss up in one, and there's the toss, there's the kill. And a big
A lot of magic damage in Dismay of Zai. Really did not even think it was any auto attacks. Vanguard not exactly.
They're actually going to do this next. Child Snap flying. Type it. It's tiny. Do so much, and that's what we talked about. You just got this burst now. It was the middle tiny. You have the early level 4 on both your abilities.
A lot of axes I've seen go phase Windlace into Blink. I've seen the trend of requiring a Vanguard kind of fall off a lot, and I see there. I don't necessarily love Vanguard this game. They have so much magic damage coming out from LGD.
It's one of those games. I think we saw. It might have actually been Zai. I remember it was just going phase double bracer. I really like that. It might have been.
That
Was it
was.
Seb? No.
I think it was KP. No,
I don't know, man. There's
But you love
18 offlaners at this
Yeah,
tournament. I
there
can't
are.
remember.
it was KP. It was KP.
You just like you just like the HP, the mana, everything it gives you.
And this is also, by the way, basically why I like the Mask of Madness. It's not even necessarily for like fighting. It's just able to farm.
I mean, Vlad's will do it too, just slower.
Yeah, but you can't break it. The thing is, you break Mask later for MKB and Butterfly if you need it. Definitely MKB in this game, maybe not the Butterfly, but
that was a huge bolster to his farm. Suddenly he has a free Mithril Hammer from that ancient stack. That was huge.
Almost level 10 as well.
This steroid is going to rocket him into the top of the net worth. Kunkka does have the double bracer going Solar Crest first item.
All right.
Thoughts, Kyle?
It's different.
Okay.
Different.
If you think about it, right, they're just trying to keep the Spectre alive. If OG showed us anything last year, it's that damage reduction armor stacking on a Spectre is pretty damn effective. And you know, as Secret, you're never going to be in a scenario where you're able to like out-initiate the Innocents, because you're playing against like Mirana Invis, they have Void Chrono, they have Mag RP, all these stuns, a Tiny with the Blink Dagger. So you're going to just sort of allow this initial counteract. And look at the win farm, even though it's only 57%.
Still getting picked up, and now Ame, he's in a little bit of trouble. The call is going to be there. Can he get anything off? No, he just goes down. He tries to walk up the hill just to steal the roof. Chalice will get his ulti off, but it does only hit onto one of them. They have the detection. Ice Path is there. Oh, a little bit late. You need that detection, especially versus Mirana.
Very interesting from Ame.
He thought he had that rune after he saw one of the heroes get stunned, and then he just walks into an Ice Path.
He got a little overconfident thanks to that plus 12 strength count at level 10.
Does have a lot of HP, but unfortunately you get locked down, and it doesn't matter how much HP you have. Eventually you'll get worn down. Zai getting close to that blink, and that's when it's very scary for LGD. FY does go for the mech. We've been seeing a lot more of the mech on the Mirana.
I haven't seen one this fast in this tournament though. Brown Boots bottleneck.
Do you like it, or do you want to like seeing more creep clear? Do they just know they got to fight early and not let the Spectre go late? Is that why, or?
They have a decent amount of burst on the side of Secret, and that extra 250 health might make the difference for a hero like Void for him to get the time walk off. That's what I think the idea behind it is. You just want to survive that extra little bit of threshold against a hero like Axe.
Also, the offensive Solar Crest is pretty insane.
I feel like it's more of an offensive item in this game than a defensive, to be honest with you.
You just put it on the Void, right?
Yeah.
And if he pops Mask especially, and all of a sudden you kind of neuter that attack speed plus, and then you just don't...
He changed his item to a BKB instead of a Maelstrom, by the way, on the Void. So he says that he needs to be able to participate sooner rather than later, basically. Yeah, with that.
Well, you need to be able to just force fights every chrono at this point, right? You're playing against a team that's going to outscale you. I mean, it's Invoker, Spectre, like Axe. The thing about Axe is that there's never going to be a scenario where the Void isn't killable, right? There's nothing to itemize for that prevents you from just getting called and then initiated on.
Yeah.
And because he was maybe trying to like toss, I'm pretty sure if you toss near the same frame as the X pullback, you end up like in the air and back at the tower.
Yeah.
It looked like though he did.
That's how it does with the buybacks. Remember the buybacks?
Yeah.
Where the Tiny would toss and the guy would buy back after he died midair and land at the time, the place he died. That was pretty funny.
Both teams, by the way, picked up blinks at about the exact same time. Whoa, they smoke, but it's instantly broken by Chalice, who just put away. So you got a blink on Mag and a blink on Tiny. Is that too many blinks? Should they have gotten some more team items, or do you like the blink on Mag?
I like it. I honestly don't know if I like it on either hero, actually. Maybe on Tiny, but to your point, I think Mag goes teamfight items. Right? You're playing with Ogre and Magnus. Stack that damage amplification, right? Make Void a superhero.
Yeah, remember when Ice went the Preds Vlad Solar?
Yeah, I would love that. Like play it like a time run, right?
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. With the counter initiation from Axe as well as Invoker and the ultimate from Spectre, Blink Dagger, it's just hard to use. It's not necessarily never going to work. It's just hard to pull off.
It's tough because there's 3 heroes on Secret that can combo break.
Yeah.
Specifically Invoker. So you kind of need to get Yapsor. And you have to get Zai too. And look, you can see how they're playing. Like always this together, and it's incredibly difficult to find on the floor.
Back. No, nice lethal by wow. FY, I have no clue how he did that, but there's going to be a call coming on the Ogre. They try to bring it back. It looks like Ame wants to pop the BKB. Doesn't even cross. Hasn't used it quite yet. He's still thinking about it. Meanwhile, there will be an RP on backside. No one's gone down yet. Puppy actually gets his ice path up there. It's going to be the Chrono. Finally wants to bring down 2. He has the empower, so he's cleaving down. Nice call by side, though, to pull him out of that. Puppy will go down, but he's going to buy back instantly. An arrow flying. P1 Puppy comes back. What's he going to do? He's going to throw an arrow. Will hit onto mid one. Can they bring him down? Yes, Ame with the right click. Puppy doesn't do with that ice path. Right clicks going on Chell. Will get the kill. Zai does miss the dunk.
Purges the empower.
FY trying to want Yapsor. Yapsor's just dancing on it. Ame taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to try to run away. The ice path hits onto 2 of them. What a long, drawn-out, strange fight. 3 drop on Secret, 2 on LGD, and a buyback by Puppy.
I'm surprised Secret committed that hard. Once they botched the initiation and saw the Void BKB, they still confidently take the engagement. Not go their way. Nice RP by Chalice as well. Look, Secret actually does more damage, but they don't win the fight.
I mean, Zai probably saved that fight, too, with that call on the Chrono. Doesn't allow him to get those kills, like, immediately
That's
after.
also kind of a mistake on Void. He's not going to let that happen again, by the way.
Yeah.
He was on the part of the Chrono that leaves him in range. Yeah. You move so fast that you miss maybe 1 auto attack.
That needs to get 3,000 damage that fight up. Looks like EMP will go up. Somnus is going to lose all his mana. There's going to be the boat as well. Multicast goes out on Zai, but I don't think it's going to matter. Somnus is going to get brought down pretty easily. On the backside, Yapsor is getting run down for one right now, and these fights non-stop. Ame taking so much damage, and because that Mask of Madness can't really do anything, he has to run away with the ice path. And once more, Ogre goes down. Nisha with the double. Chalice. Yes. Wait, no ice path there. The dive flips back in. Goes for wide. There's the ice path now. There's going to run forward. There's the Solar Crest slowing them all down. Nice skewer to save him for now. Nisha, though. He was sitting chasing, tries to leap away, but FY goes down and mid one gets the kill. All of a sudden, LGD is crumbling on their tier 1. Zai actually gets the call off after the time walk, and there we go.
Oh my god, he just melted. He went.
Dire's middle tower is under
He
attack.
was at 1 armor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Zai,
attack.
once again, these blink calls into the backside. You think the fight's over, but no, he gets a +1 every time Nisha gets the tower. And all of a sudden, you've got a full Manta, Phase Boots, Hand of Midas going Diffusal next on this Spectre.
Oh yeah. And that diffusal time is insane.
More damage. Look at this. He had 3,000 at the
Radiant's
last
bottom
fight,
tower is under
3,700
attack.
this fight. He's done about 7,000 damage in 2 minutes now.
Somebody get this guy a hat. He's shielding the sun. Man.
Please.
Please.
It's bright.
That's how most gamers look in the light. But I just want to say it's much easier for Spectre to play this game than it is for Void. I always like to look at the carry roll and think, what hero would I have an easier time pushing the proper buttons and positioning and all that kind of jazz? And even if you get initiated on Spectre, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. That'll actually be what you want to happen. On the other hand, on Void, if you get caught by 1 or 2 chain stuns, you might just get bursted full to 0.
And to your point about the Mask of Madness, like, I like it, but the moment you make a misplay here or there, or rather, once your team loses a fight, all of a sudden the fact that the enemy carry has a Midas and you don't becomes incredibly relevant. Because the game isn't going to end anytime soon. He will consistently outpace you throughout the game.
The one thing I liked about Vlad's, I know it sounds weird, but he's using time walk a lot in these fights, especially in the mid game, and I don't like Mask of Madness when time walk is a reliable way to survive in the fights. And I'm not necessarily saying he had to go Vlad's instead, but it just feels like he could be much more survivable.
I agree, but I don't think Void, like, it's the same reason that game you were discussing, Huskar getting a Force Staff. Void is your hard carry. He's the real source of damage for LGD. They have 2 methods of just buffing a melee carry. Someone else needs to buy the Vlads.
Then how about he goes Vlad's on Mag, and then you get a Yasha on Void going. Like, I just don't want the Mask of Madness, is what I'm saying. Like some stat item or some just nice item. You don't have any by nice, just an all-around okay item.
It's one of the rare games I wouldn't mind Assange and Yasha. Just the status resist is so good against Secret.
Domnus dodges the smoking. No, the tornado hits it. 0.01.
Can you see that you hit an Invis hero with that?
It looked like they know. Sitting there, he's like, whoop.
Avon
is tags the item. Oh, dude, they're gonna chrono, chrono into the tree storm. It's gonna be much like the fall of Isengard.
Is under attack.
You can do it against a.
Look at this, X-Nova doesn't even get 1 point in that Ignite, just 4-0-4 on this Ogre. Is going the Vlad, but you know, 5-position Ogre, it's gonna take.
I think he's going Butterfly on Void next, just because it's a nice stat item, but more so he wants to disassemble this this mask.
I gotta get rid of this, please.
I made a mistake. I should have listened to BSJ.
Well,
Yeah.
getting close to
Common
that
problem for
Butterfly,
carry
though.
players nowadays.
But I do respect the fact that, like, you know, this is what makes Ame a tier 1 carry, right? Because he makes this move. And honestly, it only became the wrong item once they lost that fight. And he's immediately switching off of it because he recognizes that it's not what he needs.
Go, we did. They failed their smoke. GLGD, they're gonna look for one of their own. And there are a couple of heroes over here. It's Puppy as well as Yap, so they're playing pretty far back. Look like they'll find a new one. Secret heading more up toward the top side of the map now.
And both teams just content taking their respective bounty runes. LGD trying to capitalize on the fact that maybe somebody would go alone to pick those up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It does get them a nice ward sets up for pushing the tier 2 bottom and the tier 1 mid.
under attack.
Might get dewarded later, but the fact that you smoked means that they no way saw you do that ward.
Tier 2 tower, as you said, will be going down pretty quick here. They have the glyph. We've seen them glyph at tier 2 before. Doubt they want them. No, they will do it.
Radiant structures are
Just have to be
fortified.
careful now because
Dire's top tower is under
there's nothing you can
attack.
do to stop the Void if he gets the chrono off. And then Somnus could theoretically just get 2 or 3 seconds of a tree channel, and whoever's caught inside. And if it's Spectre, because the BKB looks at the Spectre.
You're ready. They're going to try to go in. It will be Chalice. Chalice will get the ulti up there. It's going to be a shrine. Can they get their done? They do with the mech.
Oh
And it's going to be a
my God.
and Chrono Ame doing so much damage. The axe is getting right click. Has gone down. He finally gets right click down. The Spectre can't make it down the hill quite yet. Yes, he will. The Solar Crest saves him for now, or does it? Still ticking down, but will be okay because the Pirate Rum now saw this just destroying this one right now. But they got him in, and they do get Nisha. FY, what a fight.
What did he do? Hit him with an arrow? I missed it.
No, he queued and it lands. Like, he was near enough, so the
gosh.
Starfall's going to land even if you TP out. It just takes a little delay.
And they just killed all
Dire's
3
middle tower
cores
is under
of
attack.
Secret in that fight. And the TP, FY up top, they bait him in. And Chalice getting the ulti off the mech, the shrine. You fought into a shrine, right? That's
Indeed.
one of the deadly sins, I believe.
And you're fighting with melee heroes into a Magnus. There was a bit of stun overlap, and Secret get heavily punished. And all of a sudden now, Butterfly on Ame. He's
Not disassembling the Mask Madness, by the way. He bought another quarterstaff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he chose to just go for the more deeps.
Interesting. I figured he would split just because the Satanic is going to be so good in this game later on.
Yeah.
That's what allows you to just...
he does have it queued up.
Because you're playing...
Interesting.
Wait, Satanic's?
Yeah, he had the Satanic queued up.
That's really weird. Oh, look, is the quarterstaff member going to shoot?
Another fight, yeah. Looks like we're going to call onto the Ogre. It will be an Ice Path. Looks like they can get this 5 position. Maybe not. He 4 steps out. Zai is going to be in bad position because of Chalice and that nice skewer. Nice arrow as well from FY. One run trade, but Somnus in a little bit of trouble now. They are going to pop it. Nestle won't be there because Ame's over here helping out. And Nisha taking so much damage from those three throws and the bash. One more. Will be there. Ame gets the kill, and now pops the BKB just to get Puppy. Another bash goes out there.
This guy's
Chalice
good.
chasing for more. Somnus wants well, but they will find Yapsor possibly. Ame has Chrono in 20. Probably doesn't want to use it, and yep, Yapsor's out of here. But another 3-for-0 trade.
I'm going to do some replay analysis later on the bash skill required by Ame. That was insane.
Just 2 in a row, just to bash him down. And this had so much farm, but dies twice in a row. And yep, look at that damage. Ame, he's smiling 4.1k damage done.
And Ogre's got the Vlads coming out.
He does. And
For a long way. But
It's just so much damage. Like, you're because of the way
right here.
Yeah, you can see the initiation on the Ogre. We've discussed how awful this hero is.
He
as
almost
a target.
makes it out too.
Yeah, Chalice with a nice skewer away onto Zai to prevent follow-up damage. Now might just start shredding. The Mask of Madness popped with the Butterfly. It's every item that Void gets the damage output is just multiplied, right? So each item is like effective. Thanks
Trying
for
to jump in. Sorry, it looks like Ahmed. He takes a ton of damage because that blade builder is going to jump back. Bill Chalice has used his ult area. The tree throws there. Guy, the only one to go down. X-Nova in the back. They armor on ulti. Samus gets another one on Puppy. They try to get their tornado up. X-Nova will finally drop, and he gets the chrome, but will be only on Nisha, but that's the only one you need. You get the kill, and they will. The damage from FY and Tiny in that chrono. Nisha just died 3 times in about 3 minutes right here. This does not feel like a good spectacle. Look at the net worth. 17k to 13k now.
As I said, much easier to play Void.
Yeah, it's especially, you have Ogre and Mag, so once you get ahead, you're scarily ahead, and you just can't deal with them anymore. We'll have a Satanic finished up soon, and then it's just like, how do you kill him? Yeah.
Even more survivability.
So I did not actually say that, and I'm completely blown away by the fact that LGD is just able to take these fights so well with the blink daggers and the skill-based stuff against the heroes that Secret has.
It's the Void BKB, I think. I think the decision to skip Maelstrom was necessary because Ame just gets the chrono off BKBs, and there's no way for Secret to deal with him. He can ignore the dispersion damage completely and just someone dies. And if you find that one kill, it's very easy for LGD to chase for more. 7k, the gold lead now. Echo Saber.
Secret kind of has damage issues. They went Manta Diffusal on Spectre, and they went all these utility items on mid one.
Yeah, we were discussing whether or not he's go Radiant. We liked the Solar Crest, but Solar Crest and Pipe and a Plate Mail.
Possibly kill. No, the Ice Path won't hit.
Is he going to disassemble is the all-in-all question here. He has Silver Edge queued up as well. Beautiful item this game.
Yeah, he's just...
Also, BSG, I think you were talking about it with Gunner earlier. There's a cool interaction, right, with Echo Saber plus the tree, right?
Yes, it slows on every attack from the tree, from the Acceptor. Tree volley.
Really?
Yes, every single attack applies the Echo Saber 0.8 seconds slow. So they're pretty much
Can't
perma-slow.
get out of it.
So
Yeah.
they're just stuck in the volley.
If they don't have mobility or BKB or anything like that, yes, they are.
Mid one just gets first hit back immediately. They're baiting it in on the backside. He is going to hit another ulti, and Ame just jumps on him. They don't even need the arrow that flies through. He does too much damage. Puppy, they don't even care about him. They want to chase a more important target. It's going to be mid one. He gets multi-tested. There's going to be the double star ball, and Ame just right click after right click. Samus already killed Puppy as well. Mid one will run away for now, but it won't matter. Ame continuously chasing down. There comes the tree volley, and mid one just gets right clicks down. Well, he lives for a bit, but it doesn't matter. This is looking to be a 2-0 for PSG.LGD. They don't have creeps though. They can't even bring down this tier 2 tower. They're coming though. Slowly but surely.
They look good. They're playing with confidence, very poised.
Radiant's middle tower
I mean, they
has fallen.
just won 5 fights in a row. Like, just straight up, they've lost maybe Ogre twice, and that's about it. It's like everything is picking up LGD. Now there goes the tier 3. Melee rack so quick. He does have that blade jump. There's going to be a skewer all the way back, so Ame makes it out. Are they going to Chalice? No, he's so tanky, doesn't even carry. Will pop the pipe. Powers Ame, and well, Chalice, looks like you are left to die, but guess what? You got a full set of racks. Good job. X-Nova dies as well. The tornado close to hitting Ame.
Satanic is such a better item now that you can lifesteal off of a lose.
Yeah, that's one of the most...
You used to not be able to do that.
It used to change the relation. I think Spectre was much better against Void back at that, before that, because if you weren't attacking the real one, you'd end up just dying. Lifesteal effectively is worthless.
Yeah.
And that changed.
He just used a Haunt Illusion to get all of his health back. And they are trying to force Roche. They force the back on Mag. They only have the Chrono. They don't have the Mag RP for another 23 seconds.
You got the tree volley as well, though, which feels pretty much
He's
like
chucking them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, see how
Even
slow,
Roche.
see how slow Roche is continuously applying that Echo Saber.
And now he's just chilling. Roche a little farther up now. And Ame just
going
goes in. Yeah, he's like, you know what? We need
I'm
Roche.
surprised it took him this long. Isn't this first Roche? It's 33 minutes in.
There's just been so many fights, they forgot to like, oh yeah, we could do that.
Both
And are
teams
they
just
going to
have
walk
so
in?
much stuff that you chuck into the pit. It's kind of hard to Roche.
Torn it. Does only hit the Roche. Dagger flies through. Neither team wants to fully commit arrow. It's going to fly and it actually hits Nisha in the back line. There's going to be the boat. It only hits onto one. It is going to be Chalice. He hasn't used his ulti quite yet. He does have a wand. There's going to be the tree volley going in. Doing so much damage, but Chalice is the first one to fall. They do get a toss in the air. Zai looking for the next one to die. That was Torch has been alive for a little bit. X-Nova but dies as well. Gem does get dropped, but they're going for mid one. The BKB pops, so the ice path won't do anything. And he will get the kill. He does. Ame does get called now. Zai getting bashed up. First hit. Ame makes it out. Has the Spirit Vessel though. Cold Snap as well. He's currently stunned. It looks like they might be able to bring down this. He goes down. Arrow flies in. Hits Zai, and oh my goodness, Samus shreds them all. He even makes it out the Cold Snap, the Battle Hunger, and the Spirit Vessel. It doesn't matter.
Radiant's middle barracks
Can't
are
ask
under
for a
attack.
better fight over Secret to kill the one hero without buyback on the enemy. But it's just PSG.LGD, they do too much damage. They had to all in for Chalice, and it
Doesn't feel good.
And a DD for Void, man.
The Guardian Greaves on this Mirage, just keeping everyone alive. They're going in. The Alacrity's there. The tree throw. That actually gets the kill on Roach. Might be helping Niche out. He snatches it. They do get the kill on it. Ame goes in. That's going to be the Aegis. No, he makes it over. But they need to get it in. Now he's in a bad position. They have the double damage. No chrono. Do you go for this kill?
Bloodlust.
Arrow will fly out. It does hit. We have a Ignite going. He can't get the stun off because he does get Ice Path on the back. Ame trying to chase for more with that. They're going to bring down Nisha. Looks like he runs uphill. Puppy just getting destroyed. He's there. Nice arrow. That's going to be the gem. Holy smokes. The neutral does kill Nisha, but Nisha's dead. And this is looking rough. Do they just lose another set of racks here?
yeah.
And dude,
Not necessarily. They do have Spectre buyback.
how much damage? Tiny is just going insane right now. He has a Christmas, almost on the full Jadeless. This Tiny, I don't know. He is doing so much damage.
Radiant's
This
top
is
tower is under
something I
attack.
think we may be seeing on the main stage, folks.
Tiny Void?
Specifically,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Great.
it's one of those TI heroes, a lot like Earthshaker, right? Where I'm not saying, like, this will sound weird, it's not like low skill, but it's simple, right? And it's got tons of burst, versatile in lanes, in rolls, and you just do so much damage. And it's not it's not complicated to get it off, much like a Kunkka would be, right? It's a lot more difficult to use your spells properly as Kunkka in the middle of the fight, whereas Tiny just, hey, throw trees over there. It's a ton of damage, especially with the Echo Saber. Is that I guess that's an intended interaction. But
Yeah, it's just that the Echo Saber only goes on cooldown if your hero actually attacks.
Yeah.
So
Radiant's
every
bottom shrine is
item
under
in the
attack.
game or ability that applies, just like Monkey King ultimate stuff, as long as your Echo Saber is off cooldown, they will apply. So it
Look at
is an
that.
intentional
Holy
interaction.
And don't forget, he always has the Empower while he's so
yeah.
He is just
Bonus
killing
100
everyone.
or it's 40% now, so it's a bonus 100 damage from the Empower.
every single.
That is a lot.
Saw 33k hero damage done in 36 minutes. 1,000 damage a minute to hero.
Oh, this guy has no chill, man.
he's going for a second Aegis as well as it is.
Let's go.
Why not?
Yep. Ogre as well. Look at, he has a Vlad. He has a full medallion. Now this is your 5 position. You know you're in a pretty good spot when X Nova's this far.
Lotus Orb as well on the Mirana, just enabling his team to play Dota.
They're not even waiting for Ame level
Bottom.
25.
Will there be an arrow? Oh, skewer and arrow miss. They're gonna get back for now.
They had a ward that saw Nex himself there. That's why they were able to basically throw their abilities at him.
And now Void Butterfly, Silver. He has Satanic and Backtrack. It's near impossible to come down.
He's trying to go in right here. He's gonna be silenced. He has the Lotus Orb now. X Nova is just kind of running into the base. Nisha took so much damage right there from just done from Ogre. Free volley. He's trying to permanently disable his Faceless Void, but I don't even know if he's taking damage at this point. He's just gonna right click. It's gonna be on to Nisha. There's gonna be a nice call again by Thigh, but it doesn't matter. Trees everywhere. There's gonna be a nice time blocking him down. Mid one gonna try to make it out. There's gonna be Ame running out. Nisha has bought back. He pops his ultimate. Does he want to jump in? Not quite yet. Arrow flies. Outright saw this. Now they move forward. Starstorm almost killing mid one there.
So
and they just instantly killed Nisha. And that's the GG call. That was a dieback. And PSG.LGD, they didn't just beat Secret. They beat him convincingly 2 games in a row. 2 38-minute games. And they look clean. This game especially. They won 9 fights or something like that.